Hello everyone. This is I, Zain, once again. And today I will be playing Blueprince. This game just recently come out, like 2 days ago. And you know what? I said let's try it out. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. We're on the loading screen. Dun 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 dun. Dugo Bomb presents in association with Raw Fury, a game by Tonda Ross, right? Dun dun. Oh, that's a lovely face. Nice beard.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
I love the graphics. I love they give me that Borderlands vibes, you know, the shell shading.
Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
A year before I was born.
S. Sinclair.
A little bit over a year before I was born. Blueprints. So either this room is going to be really dirty or really very clean if no one knew where it was. Day one. Let's see if we can find this room. Is it first person? Do I only have so many walks? Oh shit. I'm wasting walks. Uh-oh. Alright. Open only in the event of my death. Simon. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visit here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much as amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I would assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my higher words. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covering the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or item may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and item found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. Underlined. So no overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as you yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same room you find tomorrow. The grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the past leads, abandon the past and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert St. S. Sinclair. I'm guessing. Is this a map? The Mount Holly. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing R2. Alright, I am here. Oh goodness. I could call it a day. Steps represent how much energy you have left for exploring. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 foot, 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you must call it a day. Well, that's interesting. And I already wasted 2. Nice, guys. So, let's see. Is there anything? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any step left, you will be too tired. I just read that. I read that before you even told me. So, I can go outside. I wonder what outside can I... Let's go to the right. Select a room to draft. I can either go to the closet, which are 2 items, a hallway, or a bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gains 2. Oh goodness, this is interesting. I feel maybe a hallway right here. Oh wow. Door in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Door in the west wing? Interesting. Nook. Storeroom. I am very confused on what's going on. You know what? Give me a nook right here. Alright. A journey noteworthy. If you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an valuable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Apparently, I am rank 1. Or this room is rank 1. Hey, look, a key. What is this key used for? It said the thing is locked. Pantry. 4 coins. A parlor with a puzzle piece. Or a bedroom. You must select one. Okay, so... Okay, it's a turn. So in the middle one, so I can do a parlor. I might do a parlor for this one. So let me do this one. Alright. What is this? The black box contains gems. This box and the blue box are empty. All three boxes are empty. Interesting. A crank. A wind-up key. Polar game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the old hams this past Thursday. If I am being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wits had lost its charm. I have no delusion that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. And I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving three boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write which the particular of this game particulars of this game when I found the time. And I have included with this letter all the detail you will need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play the confounding game. Always your friend, M. Laurie. Laurie? May the second be with you. If only it wasn't May 4th. There will always be at least one box with display only true statements. There will always be at least one box with display only false statement. Only one box has a prize within the other two are always empty. Okay, so for sure, okay, so one box is telling the truth. One box is lying. And one box is just also, I guess, telling the truth, I guess. There would be always at least one box with display only true statements. So one box with true statement. Then there will always at least be one box with a display only false statement. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. So, how you doing, sir? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
This is big brain
black
time.
box contain gems. All three boxes are empty, and this box and the blue box are empty. So the blue box is saying the black box has something. The black box is clearly lying because it's saying all three are empty, and it says none of them is. Only two of them are empty. Can't be three, right? And this one is the box and the blue box are empty. So I feel like this is telling the truth. This is also telling the truth. Am I right? Ha ha!
Success!
I did it, guys. All right. I can get another den, a lavatory, which is looks like a bathroom, or a corridor. It's all left unlocked. That doesn't look right. I feel like a den would be good here. A den would be good here. Alright. Let's see. There's a big ass clock. Let's see. Hey, look, a gym. Don't know what these gyms do. So this leads back to here. So either I can go up, continue going up, and chamber. Is that where I got? I'm trying to. No, yeah, I'm trying to find room 46. Am I trying to head all the way up here? Is this to how you get to room 46, or is it just like a random thing? Wonder. Should I go back and head this direction? No, let me continue. corridor. Chapel. Whenever you enter a chapel, lose 1 coin. I don't have a coin. Unlocked. Corridor. It's a hat. That's a nice hat. That's a picture of a grandfather clock. They gonna bring another one there. All right. Item for sale. Guest room costs 10 feet or steps. Ugh. Or a storeroom, which gives me a key, a gem, and a coin. This required gems, and I have 3 gems. This requires 3 energy. Oh goodness, this is a tricky one right here. Uh, if it looks like if I do the storeroom, I would have to go back. Which, let me do that. Coin. That sounded like such a broke. I thought, is this supposed to be a horror game too? Ooh, a golden key. Does that really matter? If it was golden. Okay, I guess I go back. And then I would have to go here and either go left or right, or left or up. Which I might go left because it said something about keys. The west wing is always locked. They said. And that's gonna take some steps each time I step in the room. So I already wasted 2 when I first started the game, which so smart. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Ooh, that's nice. A pantry, give me thin or guess. I think I'm gonna go do that. Nice. That's a big goose. Or a duck. That looks like a goose to me. Alright, what is this? The Red Prince by Marin Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for the fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red huge. So he always had a book to turn his eye down. He was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he had read in the bath and in the bed, and maybe you can guess which the clues that we had said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book. The red book we just read. I just felt I read. What is that? Oh, you found a lucky rabbit foot. Greater chance of finding an item. Ooh, nice. I knew this was worth it. The nursery. That's an adorable dinosaur. Rawr! Adorable. There was 2 beds. Interesting. A crowbar. Praying hands. Oh, okay. I'm like they were talking about red. Maybe I can open this red thing. This game is called blue. Can I open the blue one? I enjoying that reading that to y'all. I hope y'all enjoy my reading skills. Alright, I can go to closet. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. In passageway. Ooh. If I go with passageway. Oh, goodness gracious. 2 gems. 3 gem. Or a gem. Okay, I do closet. I want to be able to advance. Oh. I didn't know this game was gonna have like cutscenes like this. I wasn't expecting this. Yes, that's you. Yes, good boy. You know who you are. Now you're pointing at yourself and pointing at yourself. That was some scream section right now. Oh, it does move very awkwardly. So I'm there. This is very confusing. What is this? Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. View estate inventory, keycard system, log into network. The following is a detailed item currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Oh, I picked up everything except 1 fruit apparently. So somewhere in this house there's a piece of fruit that I did not pick up. Well, that sucks. Whoops. Security doors are open within the estate that can only be unlocked with the electronic key card. Operational. Medium security offline locked. Huh. I'm not gonna mess with that. I don't know exactly. Wait, I'm not done. Come back. Come back. Log into network. I don't know that yet either. Okay. All right. Okay, that was the den. Blue memo equal true. Red memo equal lies. Oh. Okay. So I'm looking for blue. Oh, there's a piece of fruit. I didn't miss it. I gained 5 steps. Oh. Oh. Is this what they meant? Until further notice that antique chamber had been unlocked and asset levers are no longer required to grant entry. That's lying to me. Keyguard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, no more doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendant will no longer be registered as morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminal on the estate. Two of these terminals can be found at the security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the lavatory. Any question or concern regarding this process should be directed as always to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Babbage. Almost sound like Babbage. Babish. No, it's Babbage. Babbage. That's a weird name. I started to say baggage. 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 Babbage. Man, what a weird name. And the password is something with an S. And there's a bridge. And a lady getting married. Alright. Now the question is, the left is where the only way I can go. I can't, I don't know the password right now. And this is the only way to go. But also, right here, I'm also running out of time. So, for that further said, I'm going to end it right here. I'm not doing too bad, I don't think. I have a couple of rooms. I only got one way to go, sadly. I kind of maybe fucked up that. Maybe I should have, extended that more. But even though I wasted 2 steps, I still got 45 steps. And I got 2 keys, 2 gems, and a coin. And also have a lucky rabbit foot. So I'm going to be doing something right. Apparently. But I'm going to call it. And thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you want to survive. I could say it backwards too. Just like subscribe if you want. So, until next time, adios, amigos and amigas.